Hi FLOSSTUBE, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm the Lancashire Stitcher. Today is Saturday the 30th of March 2024, Easter Saturday, and this is FLOSSTUBE 93. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts, and I usually talk about the walks and travels I've been on recently. If you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to be chatting with you all again. It's been an odd 2 weeks. I was recovering from this. As you can see, there's no stitches in it now, so yeah, but it's still tight and yeah, feels weird, but yeah, and I started my new job on Monday, so it's been a quiet, well, not quiet, but it's been quiet stitching wise for the last 2 weeks, but I do have some stuff to show you. And then at the end I'm going to do my drawing the whips out for April's acrostic challenge with 24 hours of cross stitch. So yeah, so I do have a bit to show you. So yeah, so let's start with a finish. I only finished this the other day, and it's Balanced Diet by Lizzie. This was one of my letters of the month for March, and I've actually finished it. And there it is. Let's see if I've got a board. I've got a bit of a board. There we go. So yeah, a balanced diet is a cookie in each hand. So there you go. So yeah, it's still in the nerd frame. I thought I'll leave it in until I've shown it on my video, and then I'll take it out later on. That needs to go there. Right, and then let's go to, oh, I've got a new start. This was an impulsive new start. The WI that I'm in, we're doing there's a show in Clitheroe, so you do certain things, and I just thought, let's start a new thing. So I've started Warmth in Palms Rabbit by RTO, and it's the smallest ever start. Trying to think which way it goes up. I think it goes that way. I need my board again, and that is all I've done. So yeah, it's AIDA. I think it's 16 count AIDA, but yeah, that's all I've done. The fabric I did a balanced diet on was it 28 counts mushroom jaslyn. It came with the chart, so yeah. So that's my new start. And then let's go to my whips, and the first one, as always, is my Dragon Field Notes by UnconventionalXStitch, Unconventional Cross Stitch, artwork by Hope Christopherson. Stitch on this every day that my husband's working, so this week it only got 4 days because Friday was a bank holiday here in the UK and my husband was off work. And there we go, I'm going to stand up again. He's getting a bit too big to be showing him sat down. So there we go. So this time we've got a page here. I've not finished the page yet. It's just this bit here, this bit here, there's a bit here, and then Congo and the bottom of these words here. So nearly finished that page, and then the next page we're starting to put those 3 things as part of the actual dragon. So yeah, so there he is. Never get this straight. There we go. The weather outside, the sun keeps shining, so the blind is partly closed, and then all of a sudden it goes dark and you can hardly see me, but yeah. So there we are. There's the dragon. Okay. This is 25 count easy guide by Zweigart, and I'm stitching 1/1 full cross. So there we go. That's my dragon. And then I've actually done some work on this time. Daisy Offerings by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Sandra Cook. I've not done enough on this, but I have done some, and as you can see, I've changed the orientation of the Q-snap because basically I was getting fed up of doing all the tiny little bits of confetti in this here. It's almost done, there's just the odd thing, so I started on the next page. So we've got some white there and a light grey. So yeah, I think that actually is the top of the little angel's head, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so there we go. That's Daisy Offerings. Those bits here, I'll do them as I'm doing the bit at the top of here. It's just I got so fed up, I wasn't touching it because I knew it was just going to be one stitch of this colour, one stitch of that colour. And I just thought, let's go on to the next page and get some progress done on it. So I think I did nearly 400 stitches in one day, because I did all that white at the bottom. Right, so next one is Christian's Stocking by Shepherd's Bush. Stitching this for my youngest grandchild, Arthur. Yeah, I'm stitching it as part of Sunday Stocking Sal that I know quite a few people are doing. I know I've not stitched much on it in the last couple of Sundays, but I have stitched on it. And when I picked it up this morning to show you, the needle was still in it. So yeah, so that's my progress. So basically I've started on his beard and his hair. So yeah, that's my progress. Slow progress, but progress is progress. So that is 18 count Flober by Zweigart, and I'm stitching it using the call for DMC Pearl 5 cotton. Yeah. Somebody asked me about Pearl 5. You can do them in Pearl 5, or you can do them using 6 strands of DMC, just normal DMC stranded cotton. The Pearl 5, I like stitching with the Pearl 5 because you're not worrying about the threads laying flat or anything, so it's quite quick to stitch using that. So yeah, and the DMC Pearl 5 are quite readily available here in the UK. Like I said, I've said before about Wool Warehouse. So some of the older Shepherd's Bush stockings asked for weeks and what was crescent colours, now classic colours, but you can't really get those colours anymore, so it always has DMC equivalents. So yeah, my next wick is Toy Gatherer by Shepherd's Bush. So yeah, been working on this one. I can't remember what this fabric is. I didn't look before I started doing my video. I think it's sand. 32 count, I think, and that's my progress. So basically I've been doing the moon, so I did I did this outline. There's some like back stitch there because there's a back stitch village, and then so I knew where to put the moon, and then I started on the moon. I did some of the creamy colour, and then I did all the colours that are in the moon, so it just needs filling now with all the cream. So yeah, so that's my progress on Toy Gatherer. And then my last whip, as I said, not much done this past 2 weeks, is Alice and the Rabbit by Les Petites Croix de Lucie. A couple of people have asked me about this chart. I think I got it from Arts and Designs here in the UK. I have had it a while because I got this one and a witch one, a sorcerer, I think it's called, from the same designer, and I'm sure I got them from Arts and Designs. I'm not sure, but yeah. So yeah, so I've been working on this one. This was the other Letters of the Month piece for March, so I made sure I got that done. And I just love the shading on this. So there we go. There's it's on several pages, this design, so I'm just working one page. So obviously this is the end of the page. So we've got the start of her pinny, there's her arm, and then her sleeve, and then we've got her hair and part of her head. The only thing missing off her head, there's a black square, a black stitch for her eye. So yeah, but yeah, I just like, there's a lot of blends in this, where you put two colours, one strand of two colours together, but the effect is really good. You can see the shading on it, so I just love that. This fabric is 32 count natural Belfast linen by DMC. So yeah, I just love that. It looks so nice, and it's not quite as bright as the picture. So yeah, I just love it. there we go. They're all my whips. As I said, the first week I was still recovering with this. It still causes a couple of issues, but all the stitches have come out. A couple of scabs. It feels like I say, it feels tight. If I go outside and it's cold, it feels even tighter. But yeah, it's not doing too bad. I've still got a scab up here. This part of my nose isn't attached to my face anymore. And then I've got a scab at the bottom, and there's a bit of a scab across here as well, but it's healing up nicely. But yeah, it does cause some problems. So yeah, so that was causing some problems the first week, and then like I said, I've started work this week, so it's been a case of getting used to actually going out to work again. But yeah, I'll talk about the job later on. Next is giveaway. So my giveaway, I'm going to give 2 things away, and it's 2 separate draws. So I'm going to give the chart for this, Balanced Diet. It's only the chart. This actually came with the fabric and the 2 cookie buttons. But yeah, this is just the chart. So if you want that, put number 1. And then I'm also going to give away Yikesberry, the chart. That's someone very kindly sent to me. This is the chart for the linen, berry done on linen, and it uses dual linen from Picture This Plus. And it also comes with a chart for the silk gauze, which is full coverage basically. So yeah, Yikesberry by Erica Michaels. This is number 2. So if you'd like either of those, please comment number 1 and or number 2, as in the digits, and then I'll draw on my next video. And I've not looked when my next video is. It's going to be the 13th or 14th of April, sorry. 13th or 14th of April. So yeah, so number 1, number 2. Okay, that's my giveaway for this time. The Yikesberry also comes with instructions for finishing it as a berry. So yeah, there we go. So, crochet. Okay, so I have finished my shawl. Stand up so you can see, and it's not all going to go in the screen. So there we go. So it's gone to black, and then I just did what I think it's just 1 row of just total black, because you finished on a particular row. But yeah, that's it, completely finished. So yeah, that's that one. And then because I've finished that, obviously I started another one of the exact same shawl. So this is, let's get rid of that thread. I'm trying to work out where the thread is. There it is. Right, so I'll make that big so it's not going to come out. So that is the start of my new shawl. So this is going from yellow to, and it's starting to go to orange. And it's this yarn, the one I got a while ago from Fantasy Yarns. So yeah, so it's going to eventually go to red, and then brown, and then purple. So yeah, there we go. You can see that better, can't you? There you go. Because that's where all the thread's coming out. There, you can see it better there. Okay, so that's what this one's going to be. So that's my start. Not worked on it as much as I would normally have. Because of my job, I'm only going to be doing 1 knit and natter. I won't be working at the library. I won't be volunteering at the library on a Friday, so I won't be doing the craft and chat that I do then. But I am going to be still volunteering at the library, but on a Wednesday instead. Pardon me. A link will be down below for the virus shawl pattern. It is on Ravelry. It's one that you pay for. I know you can get lots of free patterns on Ravelry, but yeah, that's one that you pay for. Okay, so let's talk about everything else. So, talked about my face. Yeah, my face is doing okay. Yeah, it's not as much of a mess as it was. I had quite a lot of stitches, and the second week after the surgery, I wasn't wearing a face mask because it was pretty clean, but I had all these stitches, loads of stitches, and anyway, they've all come out now. So yeah, it's just a case of it healing up. I'm not sure how clear you can see it, but yeah. My job. So yeah, I started my job on Monday. It's been quite an easy week because I couldn't really do anything because I needed a laptop, which I got on Thursday. So hopefully this week I'll be able to start actually doing part of the job that I've not been able to do. But on Tuesday I went out with the other lady that's doing the same job as me, delivering books to people, and it was really nice because it wasn't just there's your books and bye. It was like you must either stood at the doorstep talking to these people, or they invited you into the house and you sat with them and chatted for 10 minutes or so. Like the lady who I'm working with said, some of these people you might be the only person they see. So yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, really enjoy. I think it's one I'm going to really enjoy once it gets going properly. And basically the people say what sort of books they like, either genres or authors, and then you pick books for them from the library. So yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, it felt odd on Wednesday because I wasn't at work. Wednesday's my day off, but I will be volunteering on a Wednesday at the other library from next week. Yeah, it's just odd, and obviously I'm behind with my finishing because yeah, I'll catch up with it. I will catch up with it. I am doing bits now and again, and hopefully like now we're settled, I can just get on with it, get up in the morning and do it, because I'm still getting up with my husband early in the morning, and so there'll be some mornings when I'm not starting work till lunchtime that I can actually do some finishing in the morning. So yeah, so that's that. And then last Saturday, I went to the Yorkshire Stitchers retreats, Stitch, Laugh, Learn Day over in Rastrick. It was an interesting drive to get there because the M62 was closed because there'd been an accident overnight. So my sat-nav sent me over these country lanes to Hebden Bridge, then over towards Halifax, roads I've never been on before in my life. Added to that, it hailstormed, so some of the country roads looked like it had been snowing. So it was an interesting drive, but yeah, I got there and it was fine. The drive home was much easier. It was the M62 was open again, although the weather was bad. It was okay. Anyway, so while we were there, we made a wreath. There was like a flower arranging thing, and you did a wreath. This is mine, so basically I just did a part wreath. I didn't do the whole thing. The intention is, like, I'm going to keep this for next year because obviously it's Easter now. I'm going to have something here. I'm not sure yet what, but I want something there, like a rabbit or some sort of Easter spring type thing. So yeah, so that's a work in progress, but that's up to now. That's my work up to now. So yeah, so that's what we did there. I also worked on my shawl, did some crochet, and I think I did the tiniest little bit of stitching on my toy gatherer. But then there was a lady brought this stash. I think the lady who it belonged to had passed away, and sorry, my t-shirt's just going all over the place. Yeah, the lady who all this stash belonged to had passed away, so she brought all this stuff to the stitching day, and the idea was that you could pick things and then give a donation towards the centre where we have the stitching days. Anyway, so I just picked up a couple of charts. This one, I have got it in my whip box. It is a whip, but my chart is getting really untidy because it has been a whip for a very long time. This is Song of Christmas, I think. Yeah, Song of Christmas by Lavender and Lace. So I have a decent copy of the charts that I can get a working copy from now instead of using my very old original, so which is ripped in places. So yeah, and then I also got this one. Can't remember what this is called. lavender wings. Let's have a look. What's it called? I'll have a look at the chart. Would have helped if I'd looked before. Oh, little wings. Little wings it's called. Oops, stuck in it. And it's that one. So yeah, that's one I've not already got. So I got this one, and I put a donation in the box. And then a lady on the table where I was sat had brought some fabrics, and I got this one, 32 count Belfast linen. It's just cream colour. Just thinking I think I've got a use for that. I'll have a think. Anyway, so yeah, so I got that, and that's the stash I got from there. But yeah, it was a lovely day. Cheshire Stitcher, Lindsay was there, Emma Shepherd, she was there, and then Hannah Wolstenholme came too, so I actually got to meet her, and her friend who's Pam, she's called Pam Banks 1239 on Instagram, she came along as well, so it was lovely to meet them. I've been friends with Hannah for quite some time on social media, and it was just lovely to actually meet her and introduce her to people who didn't know about her. So yeah. And then what else have I done? I got these books. I've got some books that I've got. I'm going to put them on my laptop and hope it doesn't cause things to happen to my laptop. No, I'm going to keep hold of them. So yeah, so basically I got them from this Search Press catalogue. I'll put a link down below to them. They have lots of craft books. And I got this one, Peter, Panda and Pals, which is a crochet book. I just love that reindeer. Just love the reindeer. I think I might have to do him. And then this book, Emma Shepherd, she was stitching one of these when we went to the Yorkshire Stitching Retreat last month. And I just thought that book's gorgeous. I can imagine doing a doll for each of my grandchildren. Lots of different designs. So yeah, so I got that. I already got one lined up to start, hopefully, at some point. And then I also got this Knitting Peter Rabbit. Look at that, Peter Rabbit. So yeah, and there's lots of different ones. So there's those. So yeah, some Peter Rabbit ties. I just thought that was so nice. So yeah, I've got those books. So hopefully I'm going to be starting some things out of those soon. That's my stash. So yeah. But yeah, the stitching dolls, I just love them. Like I say, Emma was stitching one and it just looked really nice. The sun's shining there, but it seems dark over here. I've got my ring light on, but it just seems dark. I'll have to see how it is on when I watch it back. But it seems okay. Right, so that's it as far as things are what I've done. So plans. So I'm going to do my acrostic drawing in a minute. I've also got my letters of the month pieces, which I'll show you now, because I've actually incorporated these into my acrostic. My letters of the month pieces for April. First one is this. This is the one I'm thinking I might do on the cream Belfast linen, but I'll have a look later. I've not picked fabric out proper. This is Pussy Willow, Mother of the Bride by Nora Corbett. This is going under the letter M, Mother. So yeah, starting that one. These are also 24 starts in 24 starts. And then the other one is Tall Sheep by Shepherd's Bush. And this one's going under the letter S in my acrostic. I'll explain more when I'm doing the acrostic. But yeah, I'm doing Tall Sheep. This is a cute little sheep design. I'm wondering whether to do it small and make it into like a pink or something like that. Maybe do it on, don't know, 30, 40 count fabric perhaps. I don't know. We'll have a think. I've not looked yet. We're on the 1st of April on Monday and I've not looked yet. So yeah, so they're my letters of the month pieces for April. Okay, so I'm now going to do the drawing. So if you don't want to watch it, it's fine. Don't worry about it. This is where I use my little envelopes and I draw things out for the acrostic challenge. So yeah, So I usually do a separate video, but because we're at the end of the month, I just thought we might as well do it now. It's done. So April's acrostic challenge is earn some money. As you can see, I've already got Tall Sheep and Pussy Willow, Mother of the Bride on there, and I need to draw the others. So let's have a look. So we're going to start with E, which is E for earn, and I've got 5 in here somewhere. Yeah, they're all settled to the bottom. As I've said before, if anything's drawn that I've been working on this month, I won't be using it. I'll be looking at my spreadsheet. So E, Eloquent Christmas. That is a Bygone Stitches design. So I'm going to be stitching on that. And I do have more E's, so I'm going to leave that one out. And then the next one is A. 80. I have printed out tickets for the things I've started since January, and I'm going to add them to the pockets next week. Well, after this. A. Oh, Gathering Acorns. That is a Cottage Garden Samplings design. So I'm going to be stitching on that, hopefully. Yeah, this month's acrostic hasn't gone to plan. Like I said, I've not done as much stitching as I would have liked. So yeah, we'll give it another go next month. So R. R's got 8 in it. Letters from Nora. R. That's the Nora Corbett design that I was doing for my daughter. So yeah, I'll be able to do some work on that. N. N has got 7 in it. Letters from Nora. So I'll pick something from my spreadsheet for the letter N, because I've already just drawn that one out. Although I don't know, I might just keep it in and just work on it longer. So yeah, I'll think about that one. I'll have a think before I finish editing the video. And then S is going to be Tall Sheep by Shepherd's Bush, one of my letters of the month. And then we want the letter O. Letter O, 6 pieces in letter O. Girls' Night Out. That is just another button company. I think it was drawn out last month, but I know I've not stitched on it, so that's going to go on this month's. That's that one. And then M is going to be Pussy Willow, Mother of the Bride. By Nora Corbett, my letters of the month. And then I want the letter E again. Letter E. I. Oh, that's my Light Unicorn Designs piece, full coverage of an eye. So yeah, that'll be good to stitch on that. And then we want M again. 13 in M. Ooh. 3 Wise Men. That's the Blackberry Lane designs. I think that was drawn out last month or the month before, and I didn't get a chance to stitch on it. So yeah. And then we're on O again. So I think this has got a lot of repetitive letters. Olivia Ockerleaf. That is a Silver Creek Samplers design. So yeah. And then we're on N again. N. Snowy Saint Nick. That's a Dimensions. It's a chart, I think. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's it. Dimensions. I got it as a chart, so yeah, I'll be working on that one, hopefully. And then we're on E again. E. Come on. Where are you? Enchanted Alphabet, Lavender and Lace. I know some people will be happy that that's got drawn out again. Enchanted Alphabet. And then the last one is Y, and there's only one Y because I've not started Yorkshire Village that I'd put on for this month. So I'm going to be stitching on Yonder because that's the only Y in here. Oops, don't drop it. It's the only Y I've got at the moment. Yonder. Hello from Liz Matthews. So there we go. So I will put pictures up of where those things are right now before I stitch on them, and then I'll show them as I stitch on them. So yeah, so that looks like a nice collection of things to stitch on. I'm thinking the letters from Nora, I'm just going to keep it as the two for the 2 letters, and just stitch on it double the length of time, rather than pick something else and then end up not stitching on it, which is what's happened this month. But yeah, this month's across it. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm just going to write off this month for stitching wise because it's not happened really. But hopefully next month I'll be okay and I'll be able to get work done on these things. So yeah, so I think that's it for today. So I hope you're having a lovely weekend if you celebrate Easter. We're not doing anything really. Husband's gone playing golf today. Tomorrow we're taking the grandchildren up to see my mum. So that'll be nice. And then Monday we're thinking about going over to Fleetwood over on the coast, to go and have a look at what used to be called Freeport, like an outlet shop area. So yeah, but yeah, so, and then I'm back at work on Tuesday. So yeah, so have a great 2 weeks. I'll be back, as I say, 13th or 14th of April. Not sure which one yet. I don't know what I'm doing then. But yeah, so have a good 2 weeks. Take care of yourselves and those you love. Be kind always. Wear sunscreen. And bye for now.